Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm assuming most of you are just watching us on the watch along. West Ham just won 2-0 away at Newcastle, a result that not many people would have predicted. And not just that, a performance that one of the best performances that we've probably put in the last few years. Let's be honest, some of the football was fucking outstanding. I thought Loppy was brave. It wasn't a Newcastle had chances. Of course they did. They're going to have chances. But my opinion in that game very quickly was it weren't like a David Moyes shithouse a win to get out of jail. He was brave. He dropped Guido, put two creative players in there. Taken too long to do it. But for me, that made all the difference. Deserved win. What about yourself, John?
Yeah, mate, over the moon. I mean, the change taking Rodriguez out, we've been calling it for weeks. I'm sure a lot of people have, not just us. I mean, West Ham fans. He's far too slow. He's been the problem, and the reversal of the pivot tonight has made all the difference.
We had a midfield.
Yeah, you can't have three centre midfielders and two of them defensive minded because the ball's always going to go back 9 times out of 10. So if you have forward thinking players, attacking minded players, they're going to play the ball through the lines quicker, and the transition from defence to attack is going to be far quicker. So
it was, and there was some early warning signs, Mick, wasn't there? Like with the high line and everything else, they caught us out. You know, they scored the goal, but we seemed to
when that goal was offside, I did say that I thought that was going to be the pattern of the game, where they're going to get in behind us. And from like the last lot of games, it weren't too far-fetched to say that. So the performance that we put in tonight was really surprising in a fantastic way. Really enjoyable to watch. And I could watch that. I'll be happy to watch that all the rest of the season.
I'll be honest. If in the next game, which is a London derby, and he uses momentum, which is key in football, and he goes and approaches the Arsenal game at home with the same mentality, do you know what? I'll be happy. I'll be happy. I will. I'm all about football, and that was football today. I can watch that. That's fine. I'm happy with that. You know, I don't know where it's come from, John. I can't explain it because we've been dog shit all year. You said it on your video last week as well. You couldn't see us getting anything in this game. I can't believe. I can't believe it. That was.
Well, it just shows. Now people are going to say this could be a blip, right? Now we could get Arsenal and lose, right? Of course we could, but I don't mind losing. And this is going to sound ridiculous, as long as we've put a bit of effort in, as long as we've taken the game and we've been in the game.
Yeah.
This was a very small change. It wasn't a big change needed to make such a difference. And I think now, genuinely, I cannot see him reverting to what we've seen prior.
Was there an element of the shackles being removed in this game as well?
Took the leash off. And if the players know that, you know, players like Somerville and Bowen and Paqueta, they're going to be excited. They're going to think, "Oh bloody hell, we're allowed to play with the reins off, with the shackles off. We're being allowed to play the way we want to play."
John, some of the passages of fucking play there were ridiculous.
Mate, some of the triangles. Honestly, some of the stuff in that second half, some of the triangles, we was at playing Newcastle football wise at their own game.
The rotations in midfield as well. Souček did a really good job sitting deep in the first half.
Well, we did, mate. We did.
And with Soler and Paqueta, you've got see the problem. I think you identified that, John, when we was playing Souček in the 10. If Souček receives a ball and he's got his back to goal, he don't turn. He can't turn. The ball's going to come straight back where it came from. If you've got Soler and Paqueta there, you've got two players that are on the half turn. They're going to play forward. They've got the technical ability to interplay. They will get you up the pitch. But I'm insisting that today that result would not have happened if not for that performance from Antonio. Not a chance.
No, Antonio
made a massive difference.
I just want to go back to Souček because what I noticed about Souček, particularly in the first half, when Kilman made quite a few runs forward with the ball, Souček was dropping into centre back.
He was really good. I like him. Deeper, fine. It's when he disrupts our forward play, I don't like it.
I think so getting back to Antonio, I mean, look, I always champion Antonio. And I know I've said this a million times before.
I'm in shock.
But without Antonio doing all that unselfish work, the others can't do what they've got to do. I know Antonio didn't score tonight, but he was absolutely fucking immense. Yeah, absolutely immense.
In the first half, when he ran back and he made that tackle as well, and he hunted that ball down, he was fucking brilliant, you know. And because that that is what he can do. He was bullying that defender, and I think you pointed out as well. He should have had about 5 more free kicks than what he was awarded.
Yeah, and the referee was really harsh on Antonio. He wasn't giving him a lot at all. On any other day, he would have had far more free kicks against him. He was just
even Lino's was against him. Look when that geezer ripped his shirt open. He had to change his shirt. He didn't get nothing for that.
Although I do think Antonio done a bit of that as well.
He did when he was laid down. He went like that.
Yeah.
Well, like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And also, I have watched that back. For me, that was a red card. The Lloyd Kelly one on.
Have you watched it back? I thought it was a red card. It was a bit weak, not giving it in the first place. If I'm honest.
Yeah. Yes, they scored a goal, but it was offside. That's not deniable, and it was clearly offside when you saw the line as well. You know, he was really leaning forward, and they could have had a penalty. But apart from that, you know, you're going to concede chances, aren't you? You are. They're a good team.
Well, sure. If you're going to play like that, especially away from home at places like Newcastle, you expect them to create. Right? They're a quick team. They pass it quick. They move quick. They've got pace throughout. But if you don't buy a ticket for the lottery, you're not going to win anything, are you?
Was that a little bit of the West Ham way today? The way that we played.
Yeah, let's have it right though. Yeah, let's have it right before. Not like us as well, but everyone else in the chat beforehand and everything. Yeah. You look at people's predictions, everyone was 3-0, 4-0, 5-0.
I said 4-0 today.
Yeah, so did I. And everyone thought we was going to get battering because of the way they're a fast team. Because they're a fast team. So we wasn't expecting that. So when people say like Arsenal will destroy West Ham, listen, they could. They've got the players to do it.
I don't know. Not playing like that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Let me land, lads. Let me land. But playing like that, look, you're on my channel. Let me speak. But playing like that, I feel a lot more confident of going up against Arsenal than what I did yesterday.
Well, look, Arsenal this year are not the Arsenal of last year for a start. They're playing a far more sort of deeper defensive game. And the way that we play at the minute, I think that we could cause them serious fucking problems with that. And do you know what? All of a sudden, John, we did not look slow in midfield. And I think Soler made a massive difference. Soler and Paqueta, because although Paqueta's not like rapid, he does move the ball quickly. So in a sense, he does offer speed in that sense. The interplay is brilliant. He's intelligent. He drifts into the right areas. In midfield, we were fucking brilliant, including Souček.
It was just the basics. The basics were all there. The chemistry and the transition from defense to attack was fluid, which is how it should be. There was no going back and playing it amongst each other between the back four and all that. You can't play Premier League football and expect to give the opposition nothing to think about during the whole game and expect to get results. You can't. You have to give them something to think about. You have to give them.
But the thing is, we've got the players to pose those threats. This is the thing. This is why it's been so frustrating. Van der Lip's there. Did you? I mean, that is true. He looked rough as fucked. But in the first half, the camera panned to him. He looked ill. His eyes were fucked, and he ain't been having fun. And do you know what? That wasn't a shit out. That weren't a Moyes shitty bum, sit deep and then go and score from a corner. I know he scored from a corner, but he was brave. He played more attackers, and he got it right. He got it bang on today. He did.
Yeah. The Agger says there, the midfield wasn't a big gaping hole.
No, it weren't. We had a midfield.
If you're on the front foot more, right? If you play on the front foot more, then other teams can't be on the front foot all the time either. They have to think about what they've left. So it's a game of chess, but you can't be so negative where you just have all your players in front of the opposition. They've got nothing to worry about.
That was honestly, if we play like that, then fucking Loppy, you can stay as long as you want, mate. If he plays like that every week, I don't give a shit.
Which beard does he agree with? Me or
you?
I've got the proper.
Imagine that, how about having that? Having Spurs beating City 4-0 and us beating.
Oh yeah. You'd have had a decent return. You'd have had a decent return. But I tell you what, we haven't done player ratings for a while because we've basically given up on it. We've given up on it, but we are going to do it tonight. I haven't got a Danny Ings, so Danny Ings is Carlos Tevez tonight. I've got a Tevez, but I ain't got an Ings.
But how the fuck have you got a Carlos Tevez? We started this YouTube channel 3 years ago, and Carlos Tevez left 20 years ago.
I did a fantasy team, and I've got Payet and all. Right, okay. Fabianski, John.
Fabianski was brilliant. He was immense. He was playing a high line. He made a fantastic save from Gordon when Todibo made that rick in the first half. I thought he was excellent. His distribution was a lot better tonight as well. Very happy with him. I'd give him a 7.
Yeah, I think that's. I think he was superb today.
He was superb.
Yeah, like you said, especially when Todibo made that balls up.
Yeah,
big
he was alive to that. He was alive to that. You know what
I mean? Micky, Emerson.
I thought he had a brilliant game tonight, Emerson.
Got an assist from the corner.
Manel did. Yeah, he got an assist from the corner. It wasn't Somerville. We thought it was Somerville. Yeah. But yeah, I thought he was excellent. I thought he was saved, very good. I'll give him an 8.
Yeah, no, he was brilliant. That was such a good team performance today. Kilman.
It's gonna be hard not to give him all high scores tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kilman, by far the best defender on the pitch. I thought today he dealt with everything really, really well. I'm going to go and I'm going to give him a 9. I'm going to give him a 9. I think he's passing, John. No, I think his passing was brilliant. His passing was on point.
Yeah.
Part of the reason we was doing so well, sort of progressing the ball up the pitch was because we was passing from the back. It was we weren't hoofing the fucking ball today. Not really. I mean, at times we were, but no, I thought we played well. I think that was a good performance.
And he's the only England futsal international to play top flight football in England. Anyway, boring.
Toddy.
Todibo, look, right. People are going to go mad at me, right? He has that lapse of concentration in him, as we saw for that error that he made when he should have just fucking hoofed that out. But I don't know what he was trying to do. I personally think he came across with the wrong foot anyway. But he made some good interceptions. I don't think it was brilliant. He was probably the least best of the back four, but I'm not going to give him a terrible mark. I'm going to give him a 7.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of good stuff that he did.
Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff.
There was a lot of good stuff, but he could have cost us a fucking goal.
But in the Premier League, as a defender, it's hard because mentally you have to be switched on all the time because you make that one mistake and the striker's on you.
Yeah, and like Wan-Bissaka, I think the only bad thing he did was that where he fucking gave the ball away, sloppy pass, and then he slipped over. And who was it who had that shot? Was it Willock, wasn't it? Yeah, but apart from that, he was fucking, and he scored. So he scratched that off. That's your Micky anyway, Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah. Where did we land? Well, you just said it all. So he did score a goal tonight as well. Really excellent finish. I'll mark him up to a 9. I thought he had a very good game, but that goal marks him up for me.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking good performances in there.
People are just saying in the chat, just give everyone a 10. We just fucking 1-2 away.
I'm gonna piss everyone off now. That 9 is staying where it is. Paqueta was fucking outstanding today. Our midfield won that game, and this includes Souček. Souček done a fucking great job. Dropping back. He was phenomenal today. He was not discarding the goal. He was good. He really did a good job. But Paqueta and Soler in the middle, beautiful fucking football between them two. Really got us moving. His passing was on point. Nothing fucking. Do you know what? I'm going to mark him up. I'm going 10. Fuck it. I'm going 10 for Pac-Man.
Come on, Nick. Be realistic.
I'm going 10. It was a fucking performance.
You can't keep giving him love scores. You give him scores.
It's my score. I'm giving him a love score. I love him. He's had so much shit. Everyone's saying that he's rubbish. He's getting a love score.
That is ridiculous.
Go on. Souček for you, John.
I'm going to give him 12 then.
Go on.
I thought Souček was brilliant today. He was covering for Kilman when Kilman was running forward with the ball. He was slipping into centre-back. He played some good little passes. Obviously, he come up with that goal from the corner. He was good tonight.
John, sorry to interrupt. John, explain to me where Pac gives the ball away too much. Where in that game did he do that?
Not tonight, I don't think he did, no. Not tonight. He has
come on, mate. I know he has in the past, but come on.
Not tonight, I won't give that. I'm going to be, even though you gave Paqueta a 10, I'm not going to just try and go along. I'm going to give Souček a proper score. I'm going to give Souček a 9 because he gets a lot of stick. I'd give him a lot of stick.
He does. I'd have given him a 9.
Souček today was brilliant. And he is far better sitting deeper than higher up the pitch. So I'll give him a 9.
Yeah. And this sexy bastard who we've all been calling shit all year and a waste of money, what a performance from him.
Yeah, but the thing is with that, we've been calling him shit and he's been warranted. Let's have it right.
We
haven't called him shit for no reason. But
we've been seeing him on the left. When we've seen him, he's been on the left.
Left wing, that's true, yeah.
So,
look, listen, you're on my channel. Let me add me marking. So not only is it because we weren't expecting it from him, and it's been the best game we've seen him play for us by a long shot, but I think he was right in getting a man of the match from our viewers.
They're viewers now.
I know you give Paqueta a 10. I will go Soler for a 9 because I don't think Paqueta was a 10, but I'll give Soler a 9. I think he was excellent.
Nick's give him a 10 based on criticism from other games. Fuck
yeah, because all you bullies out there.
Yeah, but if you're going for that thing, then we should have said Soler for a 10 because we've been slaughtering him. But I can't.
That's your score. That's
he's right. Yeah. But you didn't like my
Can you imagine if either of us gave one of our blokes a 10 and Nick didn't agree?
Oh, he went mad when I gave him Souček man of the match a few weeks ago.
Well, when he was shit, yeah. Right.
He was the best player on the fucking pitch, mate.
Jimmy, very lively, very tricky, brilliant. I thought their big defenders struggled like fuck to cope with him. Yeah. He was rolling. He never seems. It looks like he's lost the ball, and then he ain't. He's got magic feet. His work rate is brilliant as well. Half the time he's back at left back. He's up and down that pitch. I'm going to go for him because there was no goals and assists as a forward. I think he wasn't the best performer at the front three today, so I'm going to give him an 8. It was a brilliant performance, though, for Jimmy.
Yeah,
really good performance.
Yeah.
John, the main man.
Antonio, fantastic, brilliant performance. Unselfish, beast mode. Caused havoc up there on his own. Without that work that he done today, a lot of the midfield play wouldn't have been available, wouldn't have been able to, a lot of the midfielders wouldn't have been able to pick up the scraps. He was laying the ball off. He was bringing it down his chest. He was laying it off. He was running beyond. It was absolutely brilliant. I love Antonio. I always
his link-up play was good today. Really
his
good.
Link-up play was brilliant. Listen. He ain't gonna do this every game because he's 34 years of fucking age.
No.
Put a bit of respect on that bloke's name. We know he don't finish. We know his technical side of the game ain't brilliant. But when he plays like that, forget all of that because he allows all the players around him to
there still aren't that many players that could do what he did. That role that he played today. There ain't that many players that could do it.
No, mate.
You got in the world? You got Haaland, maybe, but I don't know the rest of the world. I'm not putting him on a par with Haaland, obviously, but I'm being realistic. Antonio, a lot of people criticise him game on game, and I get it. But fuck me, he has held our forward line together now for 3 or 4 years.
Donkey years, Well, often, John, with no backup, playing, running on empty, with nothing left in the fucking tank, and he still plays. And but on this performance, John, what's your score?
I would give him. I'm not going to be stupid, right? He didn't score. No, listen, let me finish. He didn't score. He was superb. He didn't score.
I'd be telling him up. I would.
I'm not going to tell him up because I'm realistic. I'm going to give him a 9. He was as important, if not more important, than Souček and Soler. But I'm going to give him a 9.
Weren't more important than Pack, but he was important.
He was brilliant.
Yeah, no, he was brilliant. I'm joking. Right, Bowen, Micky. I said he weren't more important than Paqueta, but he was important.
Obviously, because you love Paqueta, fanboy.
Right, Micky, Bowen.
It was good to see Bowen sort of being more lively again, and he works really hard. He's a workhorse anyway. We all know that.
Yeah, he was brilliant.
But he looked like he was getting back to his best, and I don't think he was excellent, but he was very good. So for me, I'll give him an 8.
Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. I've got to bring this up. I've got to bring this up. Sorry to interrupt you. This is. Look, this is unbelievable.
What?
Where is it now? Stop moving the fucking. Someone's put a comment up about Antonio's.
That's you. I'm not touching it.
No, it's just flicking up, mate. It just goes.
Antonio is dog shit. He can run and press.
Mate. You see that is just bullshit, mate. Without Antonio in that team today, we don't win that game. We don't win that game. It's as simple as that. He led from the front, and quite often throughout the past few years, we've only won games when he's been in that sort of form. He does carry the team sometimes.
Look, Chrissy James. You know what? Based on these 2 comments I've just read out, including Chrissy James's, a 35-year-old on his own up front, Give him a 10. Change him to a 10.
Mate, it's a 10. I agree. It's a 10.
And he got put on timeout earlier today, Chrissy James.
Yeah,
what did he do?
He's behaving there because he's on the naughty step. That's all.
What did he do?
On the naughty step.
Tell me, boys. Tell me what he did, boys. What did he do?
I don't know, but there were so many people calling for Chrissy James to be.
He's a fucking wind up in the chat. That's all.
Fucking hell, Chrissy James, but I like you.
Right. Okay. I think these were the 4 subs. We'll whiz through. We'll whiz through these. The ones that were on the pitch the longest. Dinos, I suppose.
Done well when he come on.
Could have given away a penalty.
He was lucky not to give away a penalty.
7.
He was lucky not to give away a penalty, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, give a little
Tevez,
backfield.
Danny Ings, John.
Danny Ings didn't do anything wrong. Worked hard. Worked
Yep.
back up and down the line. Played some good little passes. Had some good little exchanges with Irving and Bowen. I'm happy to give him a 7, 6, 7. Yeah, whatever.
7. The other 2 are they're sort of non-applicable. No, they came on late.
5, 6
Yeah.
each. Yeah.
Right, John. Start with Loppy. Go on.
Look, we've all been overly critical of Lopetegui, purely based on what we've seen. Not because we don't like the geezer, but purely based on what he's given us so far this season, which before tonight was next to nothing in terms of excitement, right?
Yeah.
So let's be honest about it. It's proven tonight that one slight change that we've all been calling for, not having 2 CDMs, has made a massive difference. It ain't a coincidence. It ain't a coincidence that change has made such a difference to the way we've played, is it? Let's be honest. And yes, we could have conceded.
Absolutely.
And yes, all this other stuff, but you got to fucking take the game 2 teams, and we did that tonight. So maybe it's taken him too long to get to this point, but I respect him for making that change. So I'm going to give him an 8.
I'll go on, Mick. You go next. You're the next one down. What would you give him?
No, yeah, I would give him an 8 as well. I just think that, what annoys me more than anything, he's stuck to that game plan of his for 12 or 11 games, and it took the 12th game for him to just make that one simple change, if you like, and we look a whole different team, more enjoyable, more entertainment. So yeah, but he did change it. He was a fantastic. He got a clean sheet as well. Yeah, I'll give him an 8. I agree with that.
That's fine. Go on.
I
said I'm going to base the score considering the season and considering how awful we've been and the criticism that he's been under, the shit that he's been through from internally with the board, from us, the fans, even from his players not putting the effort in and everything else. And he's been getting it wrong. 100%. He's been getting it 100% wrong. We've just called that out. That double pivot was bollocks. But he would have got sacked after today. You could have forgiven him for going out there and shitting himself and playing a low block. He didn't. He didn't do that. He fucking dropped. And it probably went against the grain. He was probably, because he's probably pragmatic by nature, but he didn't. He took the shackles off. He played with one CDM, one defensive player.
Yeah.
That, for me, took balls what he did today. He didn't shit himself in the second half. We carried on playing football as well. You could have forgiven him for going, I'm 1-0 up. I'm going to try and hold it. He fucking didn't. He carried on going. He carried on going. I am going to be honest with the shit that I've been, me personally, I'm talking about, that I've been giving him. If he does that and we start watching football like that, Loppy can stay as long as he fucking wants. I don't care who's in the dugout. I don't care. As long as we're playing good football.
Where's that thing? John, where's that comment that was up there? You had it on there for a while.
Yeah, I've started, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm going to go a 9 for him. For me, I'm going to give him a 9.
I just want to go through. I've just starred a few comments that when we were talking there about Lopetegui that come up. So and please, people, look, I'm not digging people out. I just want to discuss what people have said in regards to the comments, right? So I just got a few here. Hang on, I'll put them up next. Sorry, mate. So Simon England says, Loppy and 8 bollocks. Simon, we're judging it on tonight, mate, and he's done what we've all been calling for. No, I'm not saying all is forgiven for what's gone so far this season, but I'm judging him on tonight's game, and he's made the changes we've all been calling for. So for that reason, you have to respect him. When you score a player, it's based on that game today. And that's the same for the manager. If
I think we're all in agreement. He has stumbled on what everyone's been saying the same thing about the double pivot. He's finally done it tonight. He didn't just do that. We were playing with freedom. The players were playing with freedom. The shackles were off. Now, if he does revert to type after that, then 100% he can fuck off, because then all that proves is that he's just done this to get himself as a panic thing to get him out of jail. But if he continues in that vein, fuck, I can watch that football all the time. That don't bother me. I'll be happy with that. That was good football.
Right. Sorry, look, can you put that other one you had on, John? With the Arsenal from Iron Bubbles. From Iron Bubbles.
I'm getting there. Calm down. It's my channel. Calm down.
Right, so but I'm going to go the same thing what you just said about the last comment, right? So Iron Bubbles, I don't know if you really know this, but when we do player ratings and that
it's based on the game,
tonight's performance, right? On the performance, not for the rest of the season or not for the rest like the whole season. It's tonight's performance. So if Antonio was to start against Arsenal, which he will do up to tonight, and has a shit game, yes, we will be marking him up as a shit marking because he had a shit game. Tonight, he was excellent, so he gets that high mark. So we do it based on the game-to-game basis, not all season, mate.
But this is what we're saying. So look, the fact of the matter is, as I've just said, we call it as it is. It's been shit all year. We've been on his back. The whole fan base has been wanting him out. Now, I'll be honest with you, and I won't take it back. Before this game, approaching this game, there was a big part of me that was thinking, I just want us to lose. Mainly because I never dreamed of a performance like that. I was thinking, I don't want to shit out us win. I don't want to draw. I'd rather us just lose, get him gone, move on with the next stage.
I never want us to lose. Just so
no. I know you don't. But there was a part. But there was a part of me tonight that would have taken that job for a change. I would have, and I don't feel guilty for it because it's been miserable all year. But that was different tonight, and you can only judge it based on what we've just watched. And I think
also, Iron Bubbles, with all due respect, mate, slagging everyone and the club off. I'll still slag David Sullivan off. I don't want him owning our club. I don't care if we won tonight. That ain't going to change. Now, we've got a message from I think this is a YouTube channel. Some little YouTube channel.
It's Gio.
What's his name?
Gio.
Gio. Okay, hello, Gio. Hope you're well.
Not as good as my channel, but...
Gio says... was he the Scottish geezer? 10 for me. Horrible game for him, but got it perfect tonight. 1 for the season, 10 for tonight. Bit dramatic.
I've got no part in this year. Sorry, mate. That's
bit dramatic, Gio. If you're going to give him a 10, no wonder I don't.
It was but I think that's fair what you said there. 1 for the season, 10 for tonight. That's exactly right because we're judging it based on today, and you know it is quite impressive. I mean, you only had to look at the poor fucker on the sidelines. He looks like he's stressed as fuck. You know, he's not messing up on purpose. He's not. He ain't been fucking up on purpose. So, no. Gary Brock says, Nick, John, Micky, you still Loppy out if we continue in this way. Why would you be?
Not if we continue this way. No.
Why would you be? You know,
a manager's. I like him. If a manager's doing well, why would you want him to change? If a manager's doing bad, you want to change. So yeah, of course, if we continue in this vein, I'll be happy.
Now look, the way we just played tonight. Let's put this in perspective. Now we're 14th. Yeah. We're 3 points off of 9th. We're 3 points. No, we're 3 points off 9th.
Ooh.
That's what we are. We're 4 points off of 8th. No, we're 4 points off 7th. No,
are you going to get anything right first time?
No, hang on. We are 4 points off 6th place. 4 points.
Oh no, hang on. We are 3 points off 6th place. Oh no.
I'm just looking at a stat here. I'm just looking at a stat here tonight. Tonight we're second in the highest team distance that we run. You could see that tonight. You could see that tonight. Yeah,
you really could. I mean, the performance was brilliant. And you know what? I do agree with what somebody else said in the chat earlier on about nobody really being a man in a match tonight, and that being a sort of a team performance. I'm not even going to do man in a match. You know, I don't think it's fair to actually label anyone as a man in a match in that game. I think there was some wonderful performances, but even the ones that were slightly lesser, your Jimmys and your Bowens, they all played a massive part in that. Huge. It was a brilliant. Yeah, really good.
He was a great Scot.
I just can't.
Leo,
could you ever have envisaged us putting in a performance like that tonight?
No, none of us did. We thought it was going to be 4-0, 3-0, 5-0.
Absolute fuck. That was ridiculous. I mean, it's like he's been bantering us for 11 games.
Yeah,
it's mad.
He's looked at the fans and gone 1-0.
Do you know what I'm not going to do? Is I'm not going to listen to fucking Nigel Khan for the next 4 weeks because he's going to be smug. Nigel, isn't he?
Happy Hammerette says, I think we have finally seen that Loppy blinks even more when he's excited. It's very true, Happy, because when I met you, I noticed how much you were blinking. So
that was winking, wasn't it, John?
That was it. Winking?
Yeah, winking. Yeah.
Stop winking me off. No, look, great team performance, but we have to call it as we see it. So don't get the ump.
No, that was off. No. Look. You know, sometimes you've got to take your medicine, and what a way to take your fucking medicine. When we criticize anyone at West Ham, we're all West Ham fans. At the end of the day, ultimately, we want us to fucking play well and win.
I'll give you a pew. Will you give me a decent comment, you cunt?
How can you call one of our subscribers a cunt?
It's my channel. I do what the fuck I want.
Mickey, now you've called him a cunt. Give him a pew, please. Come on.
Pew.
That's it.
Go on, Bubbles.
No fireworks.
We do like the difference of opinions on here.
Yeah. But no, look. I think we're gonna leave it there because John's got to be up at 5. That was a very, very quick one. Well done, West Ham. Well done, Loppy. Well done, everyone. You know, we're back. I think we could be back. We've got a London derby against Arsenal, and then we've got 6 very fucking winnable games, and we're currently 4 points off of 6th place. We could be back.
Oh, hang on. Hammer's
Joe loves that comment. He loves that saying. Didn't you, Joe? You love that one.
What's that?
One swallow doesn't make a summer. He said that all last season.
No. You are right. But that was performance, though. But that was a good performance.
He loves it.
One swallow doesn't make a summer.
What was that?
You've got a terrible Scottish accent.
When the ball comes in.
What?
Right. Anyway. That's it from us. Thank you for watching us on the watch along. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah, happy days. I am fucking looking forward to Arsenal now. Yeah. Are
you going?
I really am.
Are you going? I'm going. Are you going?
Do you know what? I think I might go. I've got an offer of a ticket. Yeah, I think I will go. I'm a fair weather supporter.
He's doing a watch along on his own.
Now we're.
Mate, I'm used to them. I've done loads of them.
Yeah, you get more viewers when I'm on, don't you? Let's be honest.
No, they dropped off. We had 2,000. You come in, we went to 700.
You had 2,000.
Didn't have 2,000. No way.
Oh, we did, mate. We did.
Right, we're going.
Come on, your wines.
Speak to you later. Come on, your wines.
See you later. Take care. Good luck, people.